Diaz inside to Balogun, who finds Diaz once again. Can he get a shot away? No, he can't. Cuts it inside. Cuts it back to Pickering. Ball back post. BJ's there. There we go. 4-2. BJ gets his first goal for the club with a header at the back post in the final game of the season to make it 4-2, to give us Champions League football for next season. Ewood Park has been elevated, and now we're into Europe. Champions League football awaits. Hello and welcome to European Ewood. Now, this might look like a new series, but technically it's season number 5 of my Blackburn Rovers save here on Football Manager 2022. And let's have a look at how we have gone so far. So, first season in the Championship, we finished 3rd, and it was a very much an up and down roller coaster season. We have a quick look at the league table. We started out pretty poorly, but got all the way into the playoffs. We snuck into the playoffs and ended up finishing 3rd. If you look, 82, 82, 81, 81, the points in the playoffs. But we finished 3rd and then got all the way. We're 2-0 up in the playoff final to West Brom. Conceded 2 goals, ended up 2-2, and we lost on penalties. It was a very, very disappointing day. You can see that on the playlist, which will be up here. Or up here. One side, it will be up. But the next season, we built on that and we fought into a pretty decent championship winning side. We won the league by 2 points ahead of Sheffield United and got ourselves promoted. And that was a fantastic, fantastic year. We built on that as well. We've been not revolution, it's been an evolution of our squad. If we look back to our first Premier League season, we ended up finishing 9th. And again, this was another case of really slow start to the season, but we built and built and built and came to a side that was not too far off, 7 points in the end, from European football. And as like the first season in the Championship, we were probably close to the sack, let's be fair, at the start. But last season, you may have seen it. If you haven't, go back and watch it. It was incredible. We were very good money for our 4th place finish, and we were only 1 point behind Liverpool, who finished 3rd. Level on points with Leicester, but clear of Arsenal, well clear of Chelsea. But those two sides will be better this season. So hanging on to 4th is going to be tough. If we end up in the top 7 again, I'll be happy, because obviously teams like Villa, West Ham, Leeds, Spurs, all of those teams are going to be challenging us for a top 6 place, as are Newcastle as well, with all their money. We're predicted to finish 16th, despite finishing 4th last season and being in the Champions League. But that is okay. If you have a look at the transfer window, there's been a lot of money spent. Let's put it that way, a lot of money spent. We'll go back to the end of last season for our first 2 transfers. Matias Sanchez from River Plate, 7.5, going up to 9, an incredible defender. This is one of the guys we found on the NXGN list at the end of last season. I think he was 30-something. But then Ian Olvera from Cruz Azul, Mexican international, was number 1 on that list, and he is working his way straight into our midfield as a 19-year-old. 9 million spent on him again. He's got some pretty incredible stats for a 19-year-old. We then spent some more money. Andrea Bellotti has spent the last couple of seasons doing nothing at Manchester City, sitting on the bench essentially. But he still cost us 18 million. I think he's going to be money well spent. We weren't sure, we'll see in a second, but we weren't sure whether we're bringing Balogun back. So we got Bellotti in because he was available, and he's going to be a really good addition to our squad. 31, so he's a lot older than the rest of the players we've signed. So Gerasimos Pneumaticus, GP, the Doctor is what I'm going to call him. Another wonder kid, right back, Greek. We spent 23 million on... No, we spent 11.5 million on. 23 million on Balogun. 11.5 million on him. Balogun, as you all know, has come back. 23 million we spent, so we didn't have to spend the 38 that was part of our loan deal. So he's come from Arsenal. GP has come from Panathinaikos. And Wisdom Amy, 15 million, rising to 20. Another really good young kid. I think he's even a wonder kid as well. Yes, he is. He's a wonder kid as well. Centre-back from Bologna. 15 million spent. We've not recouped any money, essentially. Lucas Epot, you may remember, as one of our youth intakes. Just under $1 million gone to Derby. And Benjamin Innocent, great name, 16-year-old, gone to Brentford for 650k. I don't see it, to be honest. But they wanted to spend the money, so they have done. And he's gone. The rest are all loan moves. Tom Barrow and Miha Mevlia has gone as well. And Darragh Lenihan was the big move at the end of last season. 1.2 million to Middlesbrough, former club captain. Right, we've rejected a couple of offers for Pickering and JRC as well. We don't really want either of them to go. But if we have a quick look at the squad, there's a lot of good players in this squad. We've touched on Olvera. Elmas is probably our next best player. 25, he's in his prime. Midfielder, can play on the left wing predominantly and can play in the centre as well. Macedonian international, got plenty of goals for them as well. A really, really handy player on the wing. We've touched on the Doctor and everyone else here. Right, Kamara, Mady Kamara. We bought in January last season, I believe, for 10 million from Dortmund. He has started out quite well. And he's another great... We've got a lot of good midfielders in this side. When Dani Ceballos is so far down the list, you can see why. Alvarez is the other striker who we haven't touched on. He came in last season, had a really good first campaign, 17-36 in the league. Another good striker. We've got 3 of them now. That's really promising. BJ, we know BJ. Joey Goodjohnson's son, a former Burnley player. He came last season for 10 million, I think. Icelandic record. Another great midfielder. He might get pushed out of the starting 11, though, depending on what happens in the rest of midfield. Mickey van der Ven, last year's best signing, 5.5 million after a couple of years on loan, so he looks like he's been here a while, but he has. He is worth a pretty penny as well. A great defender. Harry Pickering. First, Datro Fofana. He came in a few years ago. He's been with, I think this is his 3rd season now. Another midfielder, right winger this time. Ivorian international. Here's Pickering. You know him if you're a Blackburn fan. We got him from Crewe a long, long time ago now. But he is our left back and one of the last remaining players in the starting 11, really, from the original Blackburn side. Jean Lukumi of Colombia is another centre back. Pierre Koundé, he came last season as well, Cameroonian midfielder. Lots of international caps there. And then we finally get down to Dani Ceballos, who was our star signing a couple of years back when our first season in the Premier League. Now he's all the way down here, as is Bucco. He's one of our own. Well, we love Bucco. Not much to say about him. Another great midfielder. And then we've got Ben Brereton Diaz, cult hero, Chilean international, joined us as a bloke from Stoke. Now he's an international Chilean star. 34 caps now in game. JLC is unhappy. I'm not quite sure why. It's because he's not happy with his playing time. Sorry, mate, you've been bumped down the order. We've got better. Connor Goldson is club captain, but he's not probably going to start anymore because we've got a lot of good defenders who are half his age. Not quite half his age, but getting there. We've got Bovril. Who else? We've got goalkeeper Kamara, probably our weakest member of the starting 11. Goalkeeper was a position I wanted to improve on over the summer because he's not that great anymore, and Shane Sullivan isn't developing as we had hoped. I'd hoped he would be getting to the point of ousting Kamara from the starting 11, probably by next season, but he's just not coming on as quickly as hoped. But that is a brief whistle-stop tour of our club. Now let's get into the first game of the season. We are hosting Chelsea, who... No, we're not hosting Chelsea. We're away at Watford. We're hosting Chelsea in the next game. Chelsea have already played. That confused me. Sorry. We've got Watford away in the opening game of the season. Arsenal beat Man U 2-1. Liverpool have beat Chelsea in their game on the Friday night. Right, here we go. We will be on cautious because we're away from home, as you have come to expect. We play the 4-2-2-2 or the 4-2-4, 4-4-2, however you want to say it. That is what we play. And our 11 is Kamara, Pickering, Sanchez, Amy, the Doctor, Olvera, Mady, Almas, Datro, Belotti, and Alvarez. And let's go and win the first game of the brand new season. Let's go. But before we get into that first game, I just want to thank you for watching along. I hope you've enjoyed so far, and we're going to mix up the format a little bit here. This bit of the video is going to go in the middle now instead of at the beginning. So if you enjoy the sounds of this episode and you've enjoyed so far, give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on how our transfer window has gone. We brought in 6 players, I think. Pretty impressive. We spent a lot of money, though. So we've spent, what, nearly 90 million, I think, in the end. But yeah, if you've enjoyed so far, give it a thumbs up. Twitter. Follow me on Twitter as well. Lots of great stuff if you enjoy Twitter. And me talking about bath sealant. And I mean, I've not talked about this. If you can see, my glasses are being held together by sellotape because my son is a thug. He's 1. So yeah, there you go. Thank you if you're already subscribed to the channel. We've got a massive 170 odd subscribers. I love you all. Thank you. And let's get straight back into the game. This is a little interlude. And we're here. Vicarage Road. Kickoff. Game underway. Hopefully we can continue where we left off last season and get some points here, because Watford are not as good a side as we are. We are a Champions League side. There's 5 Champions League sides in the Premier League this season because, well, Arsenal won the Europa League last year. And they got their space even though they finished 7th in the end. Anyway, right, Pickering with a throw-in. First highlight of the day into Belotti. New signing, Olvera over the top. Maddie is through. Can he score? No, he can't. A gilt-edged chance. A lovely ball from Olvera, though. We're going to move to positive. This side is ripe for the picking. We should have got a goal there, though. Maddie should have finished. It's a Watford corner at the other end, though. We are half an hour gone already. Wisdom Amy clears the ball, but it's not gone. Oh, Sanchez, that is not how you make your debut. That's not good. The Argentinian, formerly of River Plate, has just scythed down De La Vega, and it's going to be a penalty. There's no way that's not being a penalty. And half an hour gone, Watford are going to take the lead here at home, unless Kamara can pull out some heroics. Gibbs White steps up, slots it home. Okay, 1-0 Watford. This is not how we wanted this game to go, but it's how it's going, so we need to do something. We've moved already to positive. We're going to do a shout or demand more. Half an hour gone. It's 1-0 Watford. Not great. Not great at all. That is for sure. But it was a good penalty. A poor one to concede. We are now down in 17th. But don't worry, it's only one game. Nearing half-time. It started out well. We went to positive and everything stopped. So that is good. Right, here is another highlight. The Doctor. And the ball has been lost by Kamara. He's not having a good game. He missed a sitter. He's lost the ball. Watford are through. Are they? Ball in. It's a good block. Whoever that was, it was Pickering. Pickering charged it down and saved our skin. It's a corner, though. If you remember last time they had a corner, they got a penalty. Right, clear it. It is cleared by Wisdom once again. He's getting his teeth into it. Oh, no. Is this a replay? Obviously, it's a different player, so it's not a replay. But what are we doing? We cannot do this every corner, because this is not... I'm hoping it was outside the box. It was outside of the box. That's good. Right, it's not good because it's still a dangerous position. But Datro sides him down. Sanchez makes up for his penalty giving away by heading it clear. And we are just about clear. It's half-time. Half-time. Right. I've told them they've been terrible so far. Wisdom literally came yesterday or the day before on a late transfer from Bologna. So he has not got the match fitness he needs. He's going to be coming off ever so shortly. We're going to go to attacking, I think, an hour gone. Another demand more. I'm clutching at straws here. I don't want to make too many changes this early into the season. But Wisdom is going to come off. We're going to bring Captain Goldson on. And hopefully he can shore up. I mean, the defence isn't particularly unsure. We're just not doing much going forward. This with our strike force of Belotti and Alvarez out not having a great game. Obviously, Balogan's injured, so he's not playing today. Datro is going to come off for BJ, who's going to play on the right-hand side. He usually plays on the left. Diaz, we're clutching at straw. We're bringing on Ben Brereton Diaz. He obviously is a fantastic player, but he's probably not quite as good as the rest of our striking line. But we've got Belotti and Diaz now up front. 80 minutes have gone. This game is going away from us. It's a Kamara goal kick out to Pickering on the left-hand side. He's cut inside. Ball over the top. Belotti nods it down, but it doesn't get anywhere near Brereton Diaz. And it is taken away by Watford. And they're dangerously down this far... Oh, no. Down this near side, right? Not the far side. They've gone across the pitch. Sanchez. Good challenge there. BJ back into Belotti. Can he hold it well? He can. Finds BJ who's making his run and can't quite have the pace. We've got the Doctor here down the right-hand side because I'm definitely not trying to pronounce his surname. That is not happening for sure. Elmas out to Pickering. We've switched it across the pitch. And Pickering's got space. Can he get a ball into the box? He can. Belotti, yes! There we go. Number 99, Andrea Belotti, gets his first goal in the blue and white halves on his Blackburn debut. And that is hopefully going to just about save my skin because it's not been a good game for anyone, particularly me. Pickering again, lovely advancing down that flank. Ball in the box. Belotti gets up, nods it home. Keeper is nowhere. Leveled things up with 6 minutes to go. And, I mean, I wanted a win. We needed a win. We should have got the win, but I'm happy with a point now because it's not been a good game. It's going to fizzle out. 93rd, 4th. It's good. It's done. Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Pickering free kick. Ball in. Elmas. Oh! Just inches away. We should have won this game. Maddie missed a sitter in the first half. That is the end of it, though. So it's ended 1-1. I mean, this is going to be the only game of the episode. I should have said that at the beginning because, you know, we've had a 10-minute chat about the squad and the previous campaigns. But we've gone 1-1. It's not the best of starts to the season, but it's not a defeat. A Watford side that was ripe for the picking. I mean, if we were at home and we'd only drawn, I would have been very disappointed. Right, I think we will just have a quick look at the league table. Have a look where we're going to come back. I'll spoiler, we'll be coming back for the first Champions League game because we've not had Champions League football at Blackburn since 1996. So it's been a while, nearly 30 years. Right, first game of the season is done. We're 7th, top of the draws. Yeah, not great though, is it? Not great. We should have got that points there. If we finish 2 points behind anyone in the end of the season, that is what we're going to do. Right, we're going to come back for the first Champions League game. We'll look at the group draw in a second, and then we can play Everton as well in the second game of that episode. Right, let's go and have a quick look at the Champions League draw. So, right, Champions League draw. Let's draw it. Okay, so we can skip through all these. We can't be in Group C because that's Man United. We can't be in Group D because that's Arsenal. Let's see about... We're seeded 4th, by the way. Yes, it's a bit of time. We've skipped forward. Can't be in Group E. That's Liverpool. Can't be in Group H. That's Man City. So all of the English clubs are drawn. There's 4 groups left for us. So we could be in Sporting, Inter, Young Boys, or Bayern, Atletico, PSV, or PSG, Dortmund, Olympiacos, Barca, Roma, Bayern. Okay, we're not in Group A. We're in Group B. Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, PSV, and Blackburn Rovers is Group B of the Champions League in the 2025-26 season. We are going out. And that is where we will end today's episode. We'll be back for whatever the first game is of the group stages. It'll probably be Bayern Munich and we'll probably get smashed 7-0. But you'll enjoy it, because I will, surely. Right, thank you so much for watching today's episode. Episode number 1 of European Ewood, the rebrand. And I can't wait to get into European football. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Well, hey, you've made it to the end of the video and... Hang on, it's a subscribe button. Tap on this. Even if you've done it already, just try it. See what happens. And then if you're hanging around, have a look. Have a look at these. One of these. Check out some of this amazing content. You won't regret it. I'll see you next time.